Hi everybody, it's Amber Freeman, and I'll be reading Why I Hate Religion But I Love Jesus by Jeff Baptiste. Here we go. What if I told you Jesus came to abolish religion? What if I told you getting to vote Republican really wasn't his mission? Because Republican doesn't automatically mean Christian. And just because someone calls you blind doesn't automatically give you vision. If religion is so great, why it start so many wars? Why does big, huge churches but falls to feed the poor? Tell single moms God doesn't love them even if they get divorced. Yet God, in the Old Testament, actually calls the religious people whores. Religion preaches grace, but other things they practice tend to ridicule God's people. They did it to John the Baptist. Can't fix the problem, so they try to mask it, not realizing that just like spraying perfume on a casket. Because the problem with religion is it never gets to the core. It's just behavior modification in a long list of chores. Let's dress up the outside, make more things look nice and neat. It's funny that what they do to mummies, well, the court rots underneath. Now, I ain't judging when people say, careful putting on a fake look, because that's their problem. If people only want to know it's Christian by the way that they look or the little section of their Facebook. In every other aspect of life, you know the logic's unworthy. It's like saying you play for the Lakers just because you bought a jersey. But see, I played this game too. No one seemed to be on me. I was acting like a church kid while addicted to pornography. I'd like to go to church on Sunday, but on Saturday getting faded, acting as if it was simply created to have sex and get wasted. Spend my whole life putting on a face neatly, but now I look at Jesus. I boast in my weakness. If grace is water, then the church should be an ocean, because it's not a museum for good people. It's a hospital for the broken. I no longer have to hide my failures. I no longer have to hide my sins, because my salvation doesn't depend on me. It depends on Him. Because when I was God's enemy and certainly not a fan, God looked down on me and said, I want this man. Which is so different from religious of other people, and why Jesus called them fools. Do you see? He's so much better than just following some rules. Now let me clarify. I love the church. I love the Bible, and I believe in sin. But my question is, if Jesus were here today, would your church let him in? Remember, he was called a drunkard, a glutton by religious men. The Son of God, not surprised, self-righteous, not now, not then. Now remember back to the topic, one thing I think is vital to mention, how Jesus and religion are opposite spectrums. One is the work of God, one man made in vision, one is the cure, one the infection. Because religion says do, Jesus says done. Religion says slave, Jesus says my son. Religion puts you in shackles, but Jesus sets you free. Religion makes you blind, and Jesus lets you see. This is what makes religion and Jesus two different clans. Religion is man searching for God, but Christianity is God searching for man. Which is why salvation is freely mine, forgiven on my own, not based on my efforts, but Christ's obedience alone. Because he took the crown of thorns, the blood that dripped down his face, he took what we all deserve, and that's why we call it grace. While being murdered, he yelled, Father, forgive them. They not know what they do. Because when he was dangling on the cross, he was thinking of you. He paid for all of your sins and then buried them in the tomb, which is why I'm kneeling at the cross, now saying, come on, there's room. So no, I hate religion. In fact, I literally resent it. Because when Jesus cried, it is finished, he believed it, and he meant it. Thank you.